escape from underneath the side mount position this morning. And also elaborating with the connectedness of this idea to the Americana from under side mount, which for me has been an effective move over the years. I've used it in tournaments. I've had a lot of success with it on the mats. I really enjoy it, believe in it, teach it. I've seen a lot of other practitioners doing it as well. It seems to be a pretty cool concept that a lot of people are charting. So we're going to elaborate on it. I'm going to give you details as I've developed for my game and learned over the years from different instructors and practitioners. So here we're going to be in, first we're going to start off framing the stiff arm idea from a guard pass, okay? So here's going to be the idea. He's going to do what we call a double under guard pass, a stat guard pass. Okay, we just recently did a whole lot of guard passing here at the school, double and single unders. A lot of times guys will take and grab the collar or whatever. We're not too super concerned about how he's passing, right? But he uses this pass today, right? So he's here, he kind of looks back. I do L grip, my thumb in his armpit, okay? Not the middle finger grip from Kurt Ossiander. So here, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to, at this point he's on my legs, it's kind of like a double over, like a hugging my legs type situation. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hip escape backwards, like this. In which case he's going to let go of that and turn and square up with me. And a lot of times I end up getting a butterfly or an open type guard off that situation. Okay, so double under pass, very common. Another way that he's passing the guard where we might use the stiff arm escape, just go ahead and do a knee slide slider pass here. So he's here. So I've got my 2-on-1 I like to get. What I'm going to do here, guys, is I'm going to pass this over like this. And here's my L grip. And I put this arm behind me. Here, I can set up. I have been able to roll people over in the past with this, but more times than not, he starts abandoning what he's done and we end up getting in somewhat of a situation like this, in which I'm immediately trying to go for a sweep after I get comfortable with these techniques. Okay, so there's a couple of ways that we use the stiff arm escape off the guard pass. Now let's say that it's guard passing and we want to do something other than the stiff arm, which we'll do an Americana from under side mount. We can use this to submit some people with tight shoulders when they're on top. And then too, we can do what we call a sit-up or a rollover to get the reversal. No points on that, but you know, depending on what organization you're in, you may get an advantage for the submission. Once you release it, you will in the American Grappling Federation for sure. So here's what we're going to do, is he's just doing that same knee slide sort of a pass, and I catch here and I go wrist, there. And you saw a physiological reaction, whereas like as soon as I did this, he kind of adjusts, his weight goes up a little bit. So as he passes and tries to materialize, I'll sit up a lot of times, tries to materialize his position. From here, I come up into finishing my Americana with my motorcycle grip and turning a circle horizontally there, and I get really heavy on him. If I look up the ceiling, it makes it even worse. Okay? So, some other ideas on this Americana are he does the pass and he really gets like, turns like into more of a chest down position, okay? He's getting his knees up. What I'll get on this a lot is when I'm here, I'll staple my knee to his belly and roll over, okay? Let's move to the center of this a little bit so we don't roll out of the frame. This can be kind of a bigger technique. I'm here, and as I set my lock into place, I anchor my leg here, and I push off of that foot, and I hitchhike over. I get that Americana. Ways I'm getting good connection on the body is by looking up at the ceiling to finish the Americana and being sure my elbows aren't on the mat. Another thing, I don't grip like this. I do what we call our motorcycle grips, or back to another video, we've talked about this, our sloth paws. Cute, maybe bunny rabbit paws. Cute little paws, you use them to be a savage when you grapple. Okay? So, that is another perspective, Americana. How can we use the stiff arm if we're already inside mount, he's under our head, or the Americana, should this be happening? I'm going to show you a couple of situations. Okay, so, situation one, Michael's under my head, and he wants an Americana. So he moves this arm out from under my head, to get the Americana. Go ahead and just, he gets it locked up, and this is going to be a rough go for me at this particular juncture. Now, if he doesn't do the Americana in the way that we just discussed, you can stiff arm from here if he starts trying to finish it correctly. Okay, but the situation I'm concerned with charting is he's under my head with this arm, and he moves it out to attack this arm. In that situation, I go here. Now from there, I stiff arm. If people start retracting back, like here I'm a little flatter, I can go back into that Americana. But there I wasn't quite to get easily to get up on my side or my elbow. I felt flat when where he had his weight distribution. So here, I stiff arm and I feel it's not quite going to work as well. I go back into my Americana option for the sit-up or the rollover. Okay, last option here, which is under my head. I'm going to take and control his grip. I'm going to pull this out and I'm going to put it over, lock up the Americana, or from there I can also go to the stiff arm. Stiff arm, we're typically, like I said, going to end up getting an open guard type situation, whereas on the Americana, you're usually going to get in Jiu-Jitsu what they call a reversal. A guy may be game, or girl may be game on bottom, and be getting out of that Americana. But I think if you add some of the details on like sprawling your base out, looking up the ceiling, expanding your chest on their chest, and your grip details on your Americana, and also, I don't do the Americana like this. I spin it in a horizontal circle like I'm swinging a baseball bat like that, okay? So some differences in how we're doing it here, but I've learned these things from other people, other instructors. Jack Toffer, the instructor, has taught me a lot about the Americana, and a lot of the concepts you're going to hear me talk about were actually recently trained with him. They're about to have him in for another seminar here at Folsom in Russellville. So be thinking about your stiff arm and your Americana escapes and reversals and rollovers from under the side mount position. Be working them when you're rolling, guys. Thank you.